did something in the past that I feel kind of guilty about, and I've never said I was sorry.
She's been holding on to that guilt for 17 years, and it's about something she did to her best friend, Laura.
I met Laura when I was 14 years old at a church camp in a small Kansas town, and we became best friends. Laura calls me one day when I was in college, and she'd gotten engaged, and I was thrilled. She asked me if I would cut cake at her wedding reception.
And cutting the cake is a big deal in the small Kansas town Laura grew up in. It's like being in the wedding party.
About a week before the wedding, my then boyfriend told me that he would not be able to attend with me. And I didn't have enough time to get another date for the wedding. So my choices were to go by myself or not go at all. I didn't go at all.
Not only did she skip the wedding, she didn't even call ahead. She just didn't show.
I never called her to tell her why I wasn't at the wedding, and she never called me to ask why I wasn't there.
And it's been 17 years. Who knows if they would have ever spoken again. But luckily, they bumped into each other.
I reconnected with Laura at a concert about 8 years later. We started emailing and calling each other occasionally, but I never mentioned the wedding, and she never asked about the wedding, so I don't know if she's still upset about it. I really want to get this off my chest because obviously I haven't forgotten about it, and I haven't forgiven myself for doing it. Now, I really want her to know just how sorry I am.
Man, that would have been the first thing out of my mouth. If I ran into her at a concert or, you know, the coffee shop or something, I'd have been like, where were you? You know?
It's like the elephant in the room. I mean, it's like, let's deal with that. I mean,
I can't believe they've been in contact and emailing and chatting and all this, and that they've never brought it up.
Well, what happened, like after the wedding, they just drifted apart. Their friendship drifted apart. They live in completely different places in the country. They never saw each other, and it just kind of, it never came up.
Well, you can see where we're going with this one. Justin is going to bring the ladies face to face, and we're going to meet them right after this. Coming up, the confrontation that never happened until now.
Well, why didn't you come? I still don't know.
So here was the setup. These two friends became very close at camp. They were best friends. One asked the other to come to the wedding, of course, when she got engaged, and to be the cake cutter, which is kind of a big deal where they come from. It's like being in the wedding party. Well, one friend just didn't go, didn't show, didn't cut the cake. Then the two of them get back together 8 years later. Nobody's brought it up. The big elephant in the room. So let's see what happened when the two came together. Watch this.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? I'm Justin.
Good. Hi, Justin. Nice to meet you. I'm Laura.
Nice to meet you, Laura. Laura, let's cut to the chase. You know why I'm here. Someone from your past is haunted by something that happened, and they want to have a do-over with you. You have any idea who it could be?
I'm curious and perplexed. Been trying to think of who it might be. I don't have any ideas.
You want to send me out here
exactly.
to help.
What is it?
Yeah. So the answer you've been looking for is right here on this DVD.
Hi, Laura. It's me, Disa. And I have asked Rachael Ray to help me because I have felt guilty for the last 17 years because I did not come to your wedding and cut your wedding cake. And I certainly hope you're willing to see me so that I can apologize to you in person.
It was disappointing that she wasn't able to participate, you know, in my special day. And it left curiosity as to, you know, why she wasn't there.
So, I mean, she missed your wedding.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
She was supposed to cut the cake. I'm a firm believer that it's never too late to make things right. Would you be ready to see her and forgive her?
Absolutely.
Well, that's good. You know why?
Why?
She's outside the door.
Oh, my
Let me go get her.
Hey, Laura.
Disa?
Yay. I'm sorry. I came to apologize.
So, Disa, how much has this bothered you over the years?
Every year since we have reconnected and been emailing, and you mention your husband, I get a little tense and think, okay, this is the year. I'm gonna say I'm sorry, and then I just say, oh, happy anniversary. And I have never told you how bad I felt for leaving you with no real knowledge of why I never showed up.
Well, why didn't you come?
Good question. Why didn't you come, Disa?
I still don't know.
Laura, I did not come to your wedding because a week before, my date canceled on me. And I just thought, okay, it'll work itself out. Someone will go with me, but nobody went with me.
Oh.
And I am truly sorry.
Well, forgiveness given. I mean, I was disappointed that you weren't able to be there, but I feel bad that you've been carrying it around for that long.
It's actually taken me 17 years to work up the courage for this apology. So it was really great to have Justin here pushing me along, making sure I got it done.
I was not gonna let her chicken out.
No, seriously. And I was
like, we're going to Laura's house. We're gonna make it right.
Thank you, Justin.
You're welcome.
I want to see this wedding.
Do you want to look at my wedding
Yes, I
pictures?
do.
I want to see it too.
Okay.
Apologizing to Laura today makes me feel like a weight has been lifted. So now we can talk about anything. I see a cake.
Here's the cake. Yes. Now that Disa's been able to express her thoughts to me and get that off of her mind, I think that will enhance our friendship from here on out.
So it looks like this sweet little happy ending, right? But then we got a very interesting letter, didn't we?
Yeah, it looked like it ended all hunky-dory, but then, you know, it's all exciting the day that we're there, but then a couple days after, I know Laura had a chance to really think about it a little more, and she sent an email to the producers. I'm going to read a little bit of it.
Sure.
I feel that I was unconsciously a bit protective of Disa's feelings. I was all but awestruck that she was a no-show. I entertained the idea that perhaps our friendship didn't mean quite as much to her as it did to me. If she was my friend, then she would have been at my church at 10:30 a.m. on August 11th, 1990, sitting on the bride's side. I decided not to chase her down and bug her with my insecurities, so I just let it go, with my mad turning into sad.
See? So, I mean, Laura and Disa are both here in the front row, and they're buddies again and all that, but you know what's interesting? You know what's interesting is that the two of you spent so long after you reconnected not talking about this huge thing, but I kind of get why, after hearing that letter, you really were very sad about it, and you didn't want to bring it up anymore, and you were really upset and ashamed by it, and who wants to feel bad, you know what I mean? So this was surprisingly emotional to you.
It was. After thinking about it, and, you know, at the time when I was presented with all of this, I was in a mode of protecting her because I didn't want to make her feel worse than obviously she had for 17 years. And so I feel like I really downplayed my disappointment. But the truth is, she was a friend that I was really expecting to see there on that day, and was very disappointed. I was confused. I was, you know, like I said, my mad turned into just sad and embarrassed that maybe I thought more of our friendship than maybe she did. And so I didn't really want to go back there because we're at such a good place.
But you know what? It's actually a more loving thing to do as a friend, to tell her the truth like that, because otherwise she might not know that she mattered a lot. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh, you weren't there, so what? You know, oh well.
Yeah.
So it's actually a really nice, loving thing that you came through it. So Disa, you feel all better now? You were carrying quite a little weight on your shoulders.
I tell you what, I feel a lot better now, and now we can talk about anything, and I don't have to clam up when she mentions her anniversary.
You feel like you've earned the trust back.
Yes, I feel like I have earned it back.
I got one last piece of advice for you. Dummy, weddings are a great place to meet men. The man cancels, go to the wedding anyway. Right? Wedding Crashers, the entire movie's based on this. We're gonna kind of make up for the wedding cake incident with a Cake of the Month Club from Zingerman's for your buddy. This is the first one. It looks like a lovely sort of a lemon bunch or something. So we're gonna give you a fork, and you can let Disa have a bite or not. It's up to you.
Okay.
Disa, you might want to cut it for her. And it'll come to you once a month for a whole year. It's like a year of cake. Isn't that nice?
Wow.
So, and for everybody else, because it's rude to eat in front of the class without snacks for everyone, our snack of the day is Double Fudge Crunch Cake Bites by Bake Me a Wish, an online cake provider for all occasions. And they're made right here in New York City. And I'll show you, they are so cute. Look how cute they are.
Let me take
Would you
one.
like a cake bite?
Yes, please.
A little individually wrapped cake bite. Isn't that cute? So that's for everybody. So we're gonna eat cake. Let them eat cake. And go grab a snack yourselves. Feel free. Grab some cake, and we'll be right back. Heading your way. Wait till you see how my mile-high lasagna stacks up. That is 12 layers